What's the music scene like in New Orleans?
The music scene in New Orleans is for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, that's the reason I moved to New Orleans. And I think I know who that is asking this question.
I think so too.
But I'll tell the story of how I moved there, and then we'll get into the scene. Because the story is about the scene. So when I was living here in New York, when I was in Harlem, I was uptown. I went down to Jazz Fest. I did a Jazz Fest one year. And I was hanging with my man, Terrence Higgins.
There it is.
Who is one of the greatest drummers in the world and is my homie. That's my man. And gang. Gang, gang. Yep. And we were driving down Canal Street after a gig and listening to Maze live in New Orleans. And we were driving past the Sanger Theater, which is where that record was recorded. And you know how alcoholics have this moment of clarity? They call it the moment of clarity. I was super hammered, but I had my moment of clarity as we were driving by and we were listening to Changing Times. I even remember the song. And we drove by, and I looked, the windows was down, it was hot, and I looked, and there was the Sanger Theater. And then it all just clicked. It was like, New Orleans is where I need to be. And everybody used to tell me, like, New Orleans is not jazz fest all the time down there.
Right.
So if that's what you think, then that's not what's going to happen. But actually it is. It really is. And the thing that I love about New Orleans is that everybody in New Orleans, when I first moved there, they didn't know me. They didn't know me from a hole in the wall. They didn't have to accept me the way that they did, because I was trying to do something different. I was trying to, me as a musician, at that point, I was finding myself.
Right.
And I was finding my groove, and I was finding what it was that I was good at that I could continue doing. And they accepted me as I was. And you can walk on any stage. You can walk on any stage, and you will always have a chance to prove yourself. And if you do, then you will always be around and only on a gig. And if you don't, good to see you.